Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I am here for some Real Housewives of Atlanta talk. We're going to go ahead and talk about this is season 12, episode 20. I'm tied in on this episode. How many damn episodes y'all got? Because this is episode 20 and it's still not the finale. And it's a filler episode. Like, how many episodes do you all have? Because I'm right now I'm over it. Right now I'm over it. But let's get into it. This is going to be quick. Right now, I'm going to tell you, go ahead and hit subscribe because Potomac is coming up. And your girl is going to be reviewing Real Housewives of Potomac. And I'm assuming that's going to be a lot more exciting than these Atlanta girls. So go ahead and hit subscribe so y'all could be ready for the Potomac reviews. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about this filler episode for maybe 2 minutes. It might get 3. And then I have a little bit of Real Housewives of Atlanta tea that I want to get my 2 cents on. And we're going to be done. All right. So first, we open up the show, Nene and Greg. Nene is telling her side of the Grease story. We don't want to hear that because half of it is full of lies and fairy tales. She ain't telling Greg the truth, so let's fast forward. Next, Candy and Todd, they talking about whatever they talking about. Candy and Todd aren't interesting this season. I didn't take too many notes on them this episode, but as soon as they mentioned marriage counseling, I hit fast forward because I already explained in many videos, I don't trust these marriage counseling sessions that they do on TV because to me, the true tea, when you really into some counseling, personal counseling or marriage couples counseling, you ain't putting your true tea on TV. So why are you showing me this little filler stuff? Fast forward. Cynthia and Nene are dressed alike. Cynthia comes over to Nene's shop to, I guess, apologize. I don't know what Cynthia went over there for, but they were dressed exactly alike. And I said, did y'all plan this? I'm sure y'all did. But they said they didn't. Cynthia kind of apologized or explained that little acting scenario with, what were they going to do? Reenact Kenya and Nene's, how they was acting on the Grease trip, acting the fool with each other. So Cynthia was like, girl, I was going to portray you in a good light. Let me show you what I was going to do. And she showed Nene. And Cynthia did a good job. She portrayed Nene to the T. That was Nene. Nene chuckled a little bit. They had some wine. And that was pretty much it. And then they went outside. Was like, hey, Porsha girl. And Porsha invited them to a rainbow. Was it a rainbow event? I forgot. I didn't take notes on that. But hey, Porsha girl, fast forward. Next we see Kenya is in some attorney's office crying over divorce. I really didn't know what she was crying over. Was she crying over divorce or something else she was talking to attorney about? I hit fast forward. Like half of this episode, I fast forwarded through. I don't want to see Kenya talk about nothing to have to do with divorce until I'm like Marlo, Kim Zolciak, Nene, and everybody else on YouTube where until you show me the marriage license, I don't want to hear nothing about no divorce. Moving on. Candy is FaceTiming Ace and Todd. Ace is crying all over the FaceTime. That was very emotional, but I ain't gonna ride Candy too hard because Candy at the end of the day is the breadwinner of her family. Like, yes, Todd makes his own money. They make money together with these restaurants and businesses. That's all good and that's all well. But none of that would be successful without Candy's name and Candy being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Candy is the breadwinner of that family. Candy is an entertainer. She probably doesn't want to be hauled up in no restaurant. She wants to act. She wants to sing. And I'm not mad at her because that all entertainers do. And Candy isn't the only entertainer that's a mom. So we not going to ride Candy for having to balance being a mother and being an entertainer. We not going to ride Candy for that. But it was a sad scene. But let's move on. Cynthia and Eva. First, I'm going to say, baby Maverick, I love his name. He's a cute little baby. He looks just like his father. And I loved all those baby pictures. That little blue hat he had on, adorable. Cute Eva, congratulations to you and Mike. But I fast forward through the rest because Cynthia just wants to talk about to Eva what happens in Greece. And Eva, girl, you weren't there. So you watch it on TV like everybody else. Moving on. Porsha's event, I really loved Porsha event. Was it a rainbow? A rainbow was the decorations. Um, all the ladies talked about their fertility stories. Like, even if they didn't have like Shamia didn't have an issue with infertility, but she had something happen in childbirth. And I'm sorry, y'all, my nose is allergies. My nose is itching, my eyes are itching. But even Marlo opened up. She had 2 of those tubercle ectopic, I don't know the medical word, pregnancies, where those are very dangerous. You can die if you don't get that taken care of, because your tubes can explode. And I really just like seeing the softer side of Marlo, the real side of Marlo. And I wish she would open up more to the ladies, because I just really enjoy when everyone is being real and it's not a lights, camera, action moment. I really liked the round table, everyone sharing, everyone getting along. I enjoyed Porsha's event. Nene did show up to be messy. She came in here with the blog talking about, look, Kenya's husband is cheating on her. Look at these blogs. And Porsha was like, I don't believe it. And that's true, because I would say a good 80% of the blogs are people just putting stuff out there for clicks. And so I don't, it ain't too hard not to believe, but I don't know if that's true or not. I really don't care what's going on with Kenya and her marriage and her husband. And Nene was like, you need to go find this lady and drag her in front of Kenya the way she dragged that cookie lady in front of you. And if Tanya, True T, bring that lady on to your video bubble, Skype her into your video reunion bubble, however technical y'all have to do that, that would be great, Tanya. That would be great. Kenya has another scene with her aunt, who she grew up with as a sister. I don't care. She spilled tea that she's not even allowed to talk to Mark's parents. Like, she's never even talked to them. So I'm sure she probably never even met them. The more Kenya yaps about her marriage, the more people reads her for wanting to see this marriage license. Anybody can go over to Jamaica, Turks and Caicos, St. Thomas, Puerto Rico, wherever they went, Dominican Republic, wherever island they were on. Anybody can go over there and pay a couple of $1,000 and have a little marriage ceremony. That don't mean you got no marriage license in this here United States. So that don't mean it's legal. And also, to this day, no one's filed any divorce papers. Like, all this crying, boo-hooing, and we ain't seen a divorce filing to the first. But let's move on. So Kenya needs to shut up if she wants people to quit talking about her and her marriage. Kenya also says something about she lost her best friend and she's not used to being separate. Don't y'all live in 2 different states? What do you mean you're not used to being separated? Girl, you've been separated from this man from the time you met him. He's lived in New York, you lived in Atlanta. Anyway, she gave her cousin custody of the baby or custody of her estate when she died. I ain't paid too much attention. So moving on. Candy, the last scene of the episode, Candy is back talking to Todd. She done told Don Juan she about to do some kind of dinner. She only home for 2 days. And Todd was like, you only here for 2 days. Why are you giving one of those days to your friends? What about your family? You done seen this boy sitting over here crying on the FaceTime. I was with Todd on that one. You do have to prioritize. Family comes before friends, Candy. Especially little baby Ace. Candy goes back until she's having a real time balancing work and family. And Candy, you've been having this hard time since Riley. Like, just say you doing what you got to do. You, in this celebrity world, once you get a door of opportunity opens, like Candy has this opportunity to act on The Chi, which is a great opportunity because The Chi is a hit show. I can't wait for it to come back this summer. Once you have that window of opportunity open to you, you can't keep closing and be like, no, I can't do it now. I can't do it, because it may not open back up to you again. So push forward, Candy. Like, you have to do that escape tour because everyone, that was an escape rush, and you jumped on the. I don't fault Candy for none of the entertainment opportunities she takes advantage of. Maybe you have to talk to some friends that maybe, no shade when I say this, but a little bit more successful than you in the entertainment industry, and ask them how they balance and how they work this out with their children. Because I ain't gonna be shady, but you do have to find a balance because you don't want your husband to start resenting you. It was sad because I wish people would leave Todd alone. There's plenty of men out there that make less money than their wives and are honored to take that back seat, especially in the entertainment world. And people make it seem like Todd does nothing. And forgive my nails, I'm trying not to talk with my hands. People try to make it seem like Todd does nothing. We all know Todd, like he said, he was a great producer. I wish Todd, y'all got the money for that nanny. Pursue your dreams, because you're going to resent Candy if you put your dreams on the back burner and your window of opportunity passes you by. You don't want to do that. I really don't want to tell y'all because I'm one of the ones at 40 years old. I ain't trying to have no more kids. I'm not trying to start no whole new family. I want to live my best life in a few years. So I don't understand why y'all at 40 years old want to have a brand new family when y'all already had grown kids and y'all could have went out there and lived y'all best life. But that was y'all decision. So now y'all got to work it out. Y'all got to work that out. Do it off of TV. Do it off of TV. But I wish them the best. I like Candy and Todd's marriage the best on the show. Y'all will work it out. And that's the end. Let's get into this tea. Because I'm like, this ain't the finale. When y'all gonna do this video reunion? It better be one part. And next week better be the finale. Because what all do y'all have to give? What all do y'all have to give? Now, the first bit of tea I got is Wendy is now, everybody doing video shows now. So Wendy was like, I can set up a FaceTime and do a show in my living room too. So Wendy's back on TV. The first thing she did was read Nene. Now let me tell you what she did. She said Nene called Wendy on the phone, on a speakerphone, and Wendy could hear all these people in the background. And she asked, like, what's going on? And she was like, I'm here with my peeps. Wendy thinks they filming for Bravo. So I'm like, well, if they filming for Bravo, they must be filming this video reunion. I don't know what they doing over Nene house because we supposed to be social distancing. But anyway, Nene was like, my people over here, let's get on the FaceTime. And Wendy was like, nah, I don't want to get on the FaceTime. I don't FaceTime for my mama. I ain't got my wig on. No. And so Nene, I guess, takes her into a separate room and asked her, you know, can you be on this call? Can you be on this call for me in this scene? I don't know. What is it? A pre-reunion scene? I don't know. Because Bravo isn't filming right now. So I don't really know. Maybe Wendy has her facts wrong. But Wendy said she told Nene no and hung the phone up in Wendy's face. I mean, in Nene's face. And I was like, oh, okay. So Wendy said Nene, as a friend, did not have proper protocol, which I agree. If you want someone to film a scene with you, even if it's via FaceTime, you should ask them permission first. You should not ambush them, because we all know Wendy say all the time she got her out in the street wigs, she got her at home wigs, and sometimes at home she snatches her wig off. She might not have been prepared to do a FaceTime for the Bravo with you, Nene. But Wendy went in very hard on Nene. She said, one, that was not proper protocol. She should have called me off a speakerphone first to see if I wanted to do it. I said, that's true. Nene says, Wendy says, I have worked 35 years to sit here, which is probably in that purple chair, and Nene is sitting over there where she is. That was shade right there. She says she's down there slumming with the housewives, and I'm nobody's housewife, and I'm too good to be somebody's add-on for the Bravo show. Very harsh. Very harsh, Nene. I mean, Wendy. Y'all names sound too much alike. Very harsh for someone to be your friend. She says, Nene, as of right now, which probably was just a few days, hasn't called me or texted me to apologize for trying to do a FaceTime with me. And she said, I better not see any of this footage on Bravo. So I'm sure Bravo Andy heard that, and whatever Nene had going on will not hit Bravo reunion at all. Then she said, now y'all tell me what y'all think. I said, okay, Wendy, let me tell you what I think. I said, one, I agree with you. Two, when did you and Nene really, really become friends? Because it always, to me, seemed like a friendship of convenience. Because I remember back in the day, y'all didn't even like each other. Like, she was making jokes about you in her comedy show. You were making jokes about her. I don't understand when y'all even made up to be friends. That was how I felt about it, number one. And then number two, it's a friendship of convenience, but it's very one-sided with Nene. Like, to me, the way you've been dropping Nene's tea on your show, it seemed very much like Nene was using you to get her name out in these streets because she wasn't, one, she wasn't on the show. Two, she wasn't viewed in a very good light on the show. And you were her mouthpiece for the nation. You was dropping, oh, Nene wants to quit. Oh, Nene got this secret that if y'all knew this secret, y'all would feel so bad for Nene. And we still don't know the secret. We don't care. We don't care. And now that you want FaceTime with Nene, she done dropped you. She don't care. Yeah, she was giving you a little bit of tea about Candy and about Porsha, but that wasn't no real tea that we wasn't gonna find out anyway. So, what y'all think about Wendy? I don't think Nene definitely holds grudges. Now, Nene, if she needs Wendy, she'll call and apologize to Wendy so Wendy can still run her mouth for Nene. But slumming down there with y'all housewives and I'm up here in my purple chair, that was harsh because you didn't just read Nene. You read Porsha, Candy, Eva, Kenya, Cynthia, Marlo. You read all of them in that one bit of shade. Moving on. Y'all heard earlier this week, I talked about Eva was dragging, everybody dragging Nene. Eva was dragging Nene and did the wash your face challenge. Okay. This is her dragging Nene on the backside of an IG live of the wash your face challenge. And Eva went in and I got some things to say. Eva said, one, she's mad at Nene because Nene said Eva should be replaced by Kim Zolciak or Phaedra Parks. Eva should be off the show. One, I agree. Eva should be off the show, but don't bring back Kim and don't bring back Phaedra. Bring back somebody new, but you can get rid of Eva. And Eva, you need to not be so mad at Nene because if you would look around social media and YouTube, you would see don't nobody want you to be on the show. It's not just Nene. It's not. Okay, but Eva rant begins. She said, I did not go to Greece because I was pregnant and I have a husband and I'm still growing my family. That's reason number one right there why don't nobody want you to be on the show. We tired of seeing you pregnant every season and throwing shade and forgetting you said it. It's old. We gone over there to the Lifetime and have your 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kids, all the kids you want to, by means, you're right. But Lifetime is the network for that, not Bravo. She says, Nene is 55 and I'm 35 and she's ratchet. Okay. Is Nene really ratchet? I think she just kind of loud. I don't think Nene is ratchet. She's very loud. But what does her being 55 and you being 35 have anything to do with that? Nene is a wide back with no storyline. That was funny. I ain't gonna say nothing about Nene's back being wide because mine a little bit wide too. But moving on. Nene has no edges. That's not a real read because half of them on the show ain't got no edges. Nothing against people who have edges. I just so happen to have some, but I ain't shading nobody who doesn't. She's not here for the breakup to makeup storyline, saying that's Nene's storyline, makeup to breakup. But I was like, weren't you the first one that Nene apologized to, and you were the first one who accepted? So if you wasn't here for it, why you accept the apology? Moving on. Eva has been doing reality TV before there was a reality TV, even before I Love New York. What does that have to do with anything? Eva. And you was on one episode of Top Model. And most people don't think you should have won that. But let's move on. Eva says if this show was to crash and burn today, Nene's career would be crashed and burned too. Okay, that's not true. Because even though Nene, somebody would pick up Nene to do something. And then two, I'm sure as long as Nene has been around, what's this, 12 years, she has multiple streams of revenue to where even if she wasn't on reality TV no more, Nene definitely wouldn't be broke. So I'm sure she invested well. She says Nene is jealous because I got paid for all my FaceTime screens and she was getting doc paid because she wasn't in all the episodes. Girl, the first thing I said was they paying people to do FaceTime. You better check your contract next season because they ain't gonna be here for it. She says, Nene, where was Nene when she was 35? Look at where I am when I'm 35. I'm like, where are you, Eva? You on the same show Nene on. What are you talking about? Where are you? She has no time for Nene. She's in the process of moving out of her condo and closing on her house. And I said, wait, what? What happened to this picture you had on Instagram months ago about a house? Did you just tell on yourself, ma'am? Moving on. She's cool with Marlo. She's talking about the reunion now. She's not going to come for Marlo, but she has some things to unload onto Porsha. And I'm like, okay, pin that for a second. She's talking more about Nene being a wide back. And I don't care nothing about that wide back comment. Now she says as a black woman, she's college educated, she's very well spoken, and she would never really speak ill of Nene. I'm like, you done just spoke ill of Nene the first 5 minutes of your rant. And then she backpedals a little bit, which is what she's known for doing. She says, Nene is great for the show. She's just a little bit ratchet. I'm like, ma'am, you didn't just drag Nene through the mud, but now she great for the show. I ain't gonna keep going. That was pretty much where the rant fizzled out. She continued to kind of call her a wide back and no storyline a couple more times. And let's move on. Somewhere on that post, somewhere Porsha posted, let's do a storyline challenge under Eva's post, but they said Porsha did a real quick post and delete. And I don't know why people do that, because as soon as you post it, someone's going to screen grab it. So the proof is going to be out there. So I said, okay, Porsha, let's, for the fun of it real quick, do a storyline challenge. Candy, her storyline is having a sex scene on the shot. Is it going to be with a woman or is it going to be with a man? We've seen her practice for both. And Baby Blaze is on her way. That's all Candy gave. And she got in everybody's business. Porsha's storyline. Dennis cheated on me while I was pregnant. But hey, I got my ring back. That was Porsha's storyline. And then look at Baby PJ. We get this, Baby PJ, we love to put bows in Baby PJ's head. That was Porsha's storyline. Nene, yes, Nene was on the breakup to makeup storyline. But Nene and Giovanna started Snakegate. And you all remember, if it wasn't for Snakegate, the whole first half of Real Housewives of Atlanta would have been a bore. And I was really over Snakegate. But if it wasn't for Nene and Giovanna giving Cynthia and everybody else a mystery to solve, wouldn't nobody had a storyline episodes 1 through 12. So everyone, break Giovanna off a little bit of check. Eva's storyline. Look at my kids. And look at this belly. I'm going to forget my shade. And Marley is Nyla Sterling. That's all Eva gave. And like I said, you take that on over there to the TLC. Cynthia's storyline. I was a thirsty bride, but now I'm engaged. Okay. Marlo is giving us what Marlo gives every season. But now she has two nephews. I'm happy to see that she's taking care of her two nephews. I wish they would give Marlo more of a storyline and not just be Marlo is the ratchet one who does all the bullshit. Um, Tanya. Tanya is a joyous personality. She's not really a full-time castmate, but every time Tanya is on the screen, I feel like she tries to bring joy to the show and not a whole bunch of drama. She did twirl Kenya's wig around. She tried to be shady, and then she got the back end of the cookie lady shade. Tanya had more of a storyline than Eva. Kenya, the one who I dislike probably the most. Yeah, probably the most. No shade, but I'm going to say something nice about Kenya. Kenya is the one who has the most storylines. I feel like that's why everyone is friends with Kenya, because Kenya is going to bring the drama. She's going to bring the stunts. She's going to get on your last nerve. But Kenya knows how to get camera time, and she knows how to stay relevant on a show like this. And so people want to be friends with Kenya so they can be a part of the drama and to say, oh, Kenya did this, or Kenya said that, or oh, Kenya, somebody said this about you. What you gonna do? Like, I feel like that's why people hang around Kenya. Let's talk about Kenya been up to. Kenya hated Eva because Eva said the bad energy comment at the Look at Brooklyn party. So she re-gifted a doll to Porsha. Kenya made up with Porsha too, so her and Porsha are cool at the beginning of this season. Kenya decides to throw that marching band on Marlo. She said, screw Marlo, let's mess up Marlo's event. Kenya's husband hates her, and they FaceTime a lot with baby Brooklyn, but every time they're together in person, he is shading her to death. Hey, you showed my wig. Here's a cookie lady. Your fiance tried to talk to her and get her number. Whatever. I'm getting a divorce, but I haven't filed any paperwork. But I'm getting a divorce. Feel bad for me. Look at baby Brooklyn some more. I hate Nene. Nene tried to spit on me. Nene called me my baby a buffalo. I hate Nene. Okay. Let me show you my best friend's business. Yes, she got a wine shop, but she don't know nothing about wine but how to get drunk. Let me send the blogs. Mark wants to file paperwork on me, but no, I'm going to put out the blog that I'm divorcing him first, and I'm going to do it right before we go to Greece, so can't nobody say nothing about me. Everybody come feel bad for me. Like, if Kenya don't know how to do nothing else, she knows how to stay relevant on this show. And she knows, I don't think Kenya cares. She gets on everyone's nerves. Kenya cares about her check. Bravo, throw the whole show away. Throw the whole show away. I don't care how you try to entice them with, oh, y'all only gonna get paid for the episodes that y'all are seen in, so you better do something dramatic. It's gonna turn into a shit show. And I feel like let it go now. Let us still love the ones that we love, hate the ones we're gonna hate, but throw this whole show away because it's boring. Next season is nothing going to be nothing but an extension of this season. I feel like we've been extending this show for the past maybe 5 or 6 seasons. We need something fresh, something new. I can't wait till, what is it, May 3rd, y'all? Potomac will be back. If it ain't May 3rd, it's that first Sunday in May. Anyway, that's it. This is way longer than I wanted it to be, but I got a lot of that drama and tea off of my chest. Get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Go ahead and subscribe, because I can't wait to talk about what these girls in the Potomac area are doing. And I will get with y'all later. Like, comment, share. Bye.